Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 644 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show we have Brad Scott on, and we're going to be talking about how you can do your own green screen videos for your sales pages, if you want to do affiliate promotions, for any kind of videos that you're doing out there in a way that's not going to cost you a ton of money and that's going to be super professional so you can increase your conversions and even make sales to local clients. Let's get into it. Here's Brad. We are here today with Brad Scott. Brad, welcome back to the show.
What's going on, Mike? How you been?
Doing well, buddy. Glad to have you here today. Brad is one of those guys that I always look to when it comes to doing professional video marketing. And I know, Brad, you have a long story of how you got into this. Give us the quick version of who you are and how you got into using specifically, as we can see behind you, green screens in your marketing.
Yeah, so I started doing professional photography and videography when I was in Hawaii. I was actually doing surf videography. I was filming professional surfers doing their contests and stuff at Pipeline. So I got heavily into videography. And as soon as I got into online marketing, I started with MLM, was failing on that, got into affiliate marketing and launching my own products. I really started researching more about basically creating a good sales video, and I was always really interested in Hollywood, as that's kind of what I do. I do a lot of professional video for I do time-lapse projects, I do filming for all kinds of different businesses, and Hollywood uses these green screens. I'm going to show you real fast, basically to put their talent into sets that would otherwise cost an absolute fortune. So what happens is they can key that green color out, so they can totally erase the green color and put absolutely anything they want to in the background. So I use these green screens to key out the background studio. I don't have too much space where I'm at. I live in the city, and so instead of having to build a big filming studio that would cost a lot of money, I can just put this green screen in the background, put a few lights in there, and key it out and put absolutely whatever I want in the background. And so I've found that the virtual studios that I created, I was basically creating them for myself, and then I thought, okay, I need to sell these because I don't really see anything else in the marketplace like that. But every time I would go to search for virtual studios for green screen that look like nice clean backgrounds with a TV screen there that you can put your sales material, it would always look really futuristic and almost like you're in a spaceship, and doesn't look very professional when you're trying to sell a video marketing product or anything of that matter, and it looks like you're standing in a spaceship. You almost
don't want that background to be too distracting. I mean,
that's one of the it needs to be toned down, and I can show you some later on in this video. But yeah, it needs to be toned down, and you want the focus to be on yourself, and you want the focus to be on anything that you're demoing that will be in the screens behind you. So
it's funny,
yeah,
Brad, sorry to interrupt you. Sometimes before I do these interviews, I'm like looking around and I'm like trying to make sure like if there's any like plates or something out here. I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I haven't left my like lunch plates over here or something around, because you don't want it to be distracting. You don't want that image in the background you want people to be listening to your message and to be paying attention to what you have to say. I've seen you also use the space to put text as you're talking, so you can have both your face on the screen to establish that trust with your audience, and to have the words there as well. So people who are auditory learners are going to be hearing it, and then the people that are more visual, they can read that as well. One thing I want to mention, though, before I let you continue on, is when I think of green screen, because I'm in the internet marketing niche, if you had to think of one guy in the internet marketing niche who uses green screen all the time. You and I both know him. Do you know who I'm talking about? Who's the guy?
The top affiliate on JVZoo, Todd Gross.
Todd Gross. And I'm sure that 99% of the people watching this have seen Todd. He's on all those sales videos. And every single time, it's not a white background behind him. It's not his living room like I have here. Every single time he's on the beach, he's not in a spaceship, but he's in the woods. He's somewhere using the power of green screen. He's the guy making the most money right now as an affiliate on JVZoo.
And he's using green screen.
And
so that's saying something there, you know.
Definitely.
But yeah, so I wanted to just create something that was a really nice, clean design to where, like you said, the viewers are focused on the talking face, whoever's the presenter selling the product or giving the lesson, and then any supporting data in the background. So you can put text in the backgrounds, videos, photos, anything you want, really. So I wanted to create something for the online marketing industry that is basically going to let you do any type of niche, because the backgrounds can be changed to whatever you want. It's green in the background, which, do you want me to show you a couple right now?
Yeah, before you do that, let me just quickly go ahead and read off the headline here. So I like to kind of give people an idea of what this is all about. It says here on your sales page, create sales videos that instantly hook and engage your viewers to increase conversions without costing you a small fortune. And I'm looking at your background here, Brad, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I would love to be able to do this, but I'm seeing these lights, I'm seeing that screen there. I don't know, I'm seeing the space. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I don't know if I have the space to do it. I don't know if I want to spend the money on this. Am I going to be spending $1,000 on equipment to do this?
It looks like it's very expensive, but it's actually very affordable. So I'll tell you a little bit about what we got going on here. So that screen in the background, it's a 12-foot by 10-foot screen. That was, with the stand included, that was $80.
Okay.
And then lights, you get a kit of the lights for right around $50 or $60. And if you go on Amazon, I actually have the links in the members area to all the stuff that I have. It's very affordable. It's a lot cheaper than actually having to set up your own little space that would look good, buying furniture for it, buying any other type of screens that you have to hook up with your computer in order to show the stuff. It's very affordable, and the cool thing is you don't have to have some crazy elaborate camera, because all of the smartphones these days, they all have full HD cameras on them for the most part. And I actually have a demo video on the sales page showing examples of a keyed out smartphone video that I shot, both from an iPhone and then one from I think it was a Samsung Galaxy S4, so an older version of the Samsung Galaxy, and they look really good.
So you can do all of this for less than $150 there. Plus, most people, I'm assuming most of us have some sort of a phone with a camera on it, or we have a loved one that has one. I have the old iPhone 4S, but my wife has the iPhone 6, so I could definitely use her phone and definitely have that imagery being fine with it. I can use that with it. Plus, I can just set this up in my house. Now I'm looking here. I'm trying to figure out where the heck I would put this. Like, it looks like it takes a lot of room.
Keep in mind too, mine is really big because I do some other projects where I'm walking around and stuff like that. So I wanted mine to be bigger. So I dedicated a space in my place for it. But you can basically, as long as your head, your arms, your torso is in the area where there's a green screen behind it. They also make ones, which I haven't added to the members area, but I'll do a little video on where to get it and a link. But they also make these reflectors, so they're pop-up reflectors that you can fold, almost like those windshield covers for places that are too hot, where it reflects the light out. It's about that size, so maybe 6 foot tall by 3 foot wide, and you can fold it up into a little package that have a green side and a blue side. So the two colors that work with all the software are green and blue that you can key out. They're called chroma key colors.
Okay.
And so they make little reflectors if you're limited on space, so that's not a problem either.
So I don't want to wear my green shirt while I'm doing this, right?
Yeah, unless you want to be like Invisible Man, you know.
That could be fun. That could be fun too.
Brad,
Brad, go ahead.
they actually sell green screen suits to where it covers your whole body, and that way you can put clothes on or something to where you're like the Invisible Man.
I'll have to try that next time. Next time I set this up. Bring us inside.
Yeah.
Let's take a look, because I know one thing I want to preface this with, guys, is Brad here is not just some guy who's gone out there and paid for a lot of these backgrounds to be done and stuff. Like, I know that I don't know if all of them or most of them are your original work that you've done.
Yeah, I've done some that incorporate my own photography, and then I've done some that basically you can put your own images and your own videos in the background of it.
Cool.
So I wanted to give people a choice. People that don't have their own images or background videos, then I wanted to give them a choice to where they can just use my stuff, drag and drop, and then I also have the OTO #1 will be my video background, so a package of over 100 of my professional stock video that they can use with the video backgrounds. But yeah, let me share my screen here, and then let's see, start. Okay, so let me just open one up. Okay, so here are a few of the ones that are the ones that have my photography in the background. Let me just minimize this folder. Can you see that okay?
So that's actually your photography back there.
Yeah, so that's in Maui. I lived in Maui for a year, so that's one in Maui. And then this green screen right here, you key yourself out and then you key the screen out. And so this can be a video with text in it. It can be just a plain video. It can be photos. It could be PowerPoint slideshows, anything you want. So I've got stuff like this. I've got...
so wait, one second. When you say like key yourself out, like would you be, like for example, I see my Skype face over there. Would you like position my Skype face on there? Let's pretend that was me on there. I could put myself. I could be standing right there, and I could be standing here, like saying, "Hey guys, check. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Check this stuff out over here." And I could be
Perfect.
and I could be talking about that whatever's on that screen. Like you can see that we've got this blah 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 blah. And I could have maybe like the interview with you on there, and I could be talking about stuff. Like is that what we're talking about here?
Exactly. Yeah. So you can resize yourself to be whatever size you want as well. So if you've got a video, and I show this in the members area, I show how to film your video in a way that even if you have a camera that doesn't have a super wide angle lens, I show you guys how you can get your whole entire body in there to where you're actually full body in the studio.
Cool.
Let me show you a YouTube video real fast to where you can get an actual example of what it looks like. Just let me know if the screen is getting pixelated or whatever.
No, we're good.
I just gotta sign into my other account real fast.
Yeah, guys, Brad has, like, you can see him right there with his shirt off. He's got these accounts where he does like bodybuilding stuff. He's got photography stuff. Really successful with YouTube marketing.
Yeah, it's funny. We're like a YouTube family over here. My sister does makeup tutorials.
I remember you telling me about that a while back. I think she hasn't been doing that for so long, has she? Maybe in last year now? How long has she been doing that for?
She's been doing it for a little while now. She's been doing it for, I think it's been about the same amount of time as I have, so
okay.
4 or 5 years.
Which is more? Wait, Brad. Which is more successful? Which is more I don't know. What are people more interested in? Makeup stuff or photography or bodybuilding in your experience?
Makeup.
Really?
Yeah, she's got 150,000 subscribers now.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is
Hey guys, Brad Scott here.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you
try
so
and
much for purchasing Instahook Virtual Studios.
okay. So this
This
kind of
is the
goes
welcome
through.
video. I'm going to show you.
So this is me standing on
Basically, a general brief overview.
the actual green screen background,
Mm-hmm.
and then let me fast forward to
with the Instahook Virtual
when I
Studios.
key it out.
Okay. Around right now.
Okay, so that's when I keyed it out.
That were there before, and
So I'm just right in front of the green screen,
behind me is
Mhm.
one of the
and then I key out the green screen,
in the background of the
and I've got the videos.
So you can
I can see someone watching this right now, Brett, going, "How the heck am I going to do that?"
And I've got all the tutorials in the members area, showing them with all kinds of different editing software. I've tried to include the editing software that most people have, which is the Camtasia Studio. I've got iMovie tutorials, I've got Adobe Premiere tutorials, and pretty much any other software that people might have that I can get access to. I'll go ahead and make a tutorial for them.
What's your preferred one? What do you like using?
I use Adobe Premiere and After Effects just because I do that for a living as well. I do professional video editing and photography, and so Adobe Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, that's kind of the suite that I have. But I also really like Camtasia Studio. Video Motion Pro, Josh's product that just came out,
Mhm.
has a green screen feature. So I have a tutorial for Video Motion Pro, which is a really inexpensive software that I like. Yeah, there's a bunch that are pretty much very easy to use, but Adobe Premiere is my preferred video editing software.
Can you show us a couple more examples?
Yeah, for sure. Let me show you the screen again. Let's exit out of that. So these are the ones that are going to be really nice for sales videos. So they're very clean, simple.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a big screen and then two smaller screens. And so I usually like to position myself in the 2/3 area right around here. You can put your logo for your company or product or services that you have right in this upper screen. Or, I mean, you can use these green areas to put whatever you want in there. So any sales material, logos, pictures, videos, anything you want. And then this is a nice big screen right here. And I've got these in different colors. So whatever colors you like to match your website, your sales page, stuff like that. And then let me exit out. I've
I think
got
we had some really basic ones as well. I like the basic ones. Like there was just like full color. I think I remember like a full color yellow, or
yep, the plain color background. So you've
I
got
like those. I like plain color backgrounds with just the white one or a blue one. I think they can look really slick.
really good for, yeah, these are going to be really good for people who do want to match their website with the. So if they have a blue themed website, have a blue background, you've got green, gray, pink, red, orange, white, yellow. So these are really nice, clean, just plain colored backgrounds. And then I've got these curved screen ones that are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in a curved room and it's just a nice big screen behind you.
Nice.
And those also have different colors. And the thing is, Mike, is usually when you go to search for virtual studios on pretty much anywhere online, you're not going to find anything for less than $50 or so, just for one studio.
Just for one.
And I've got over 100 different studios that I've created for people. These ones right here, you can key this back. This is supposed to be a back window wall. Okay, so this is a panoramic window in the background, like you see in the TV news broadcaster sets. They always have like city lights in the background, stuff like that. Any you want in this background here to where it looks like you're in a room with a nice panoramic view of the city or the ocean, whatever you want. And then this screen you key out separately to where you can have your sales material, your video, photos, all that. And then when it's finished, it can look something. I have one of Las Vegas that I included here. I think it's here. So it'll look similar to that. So you got city in the background, and then the TV screen will be playing a video. So they're super cool.
Yeah, that's nice, man. And that's it. You're right. It does look like they're in a newsroom where they have the background right there. That's cool. Okay, come back to us.
Yeah, my goal was to have them be highly realistic looking. You know. Stop sharing screen. There we go. Am I back?
You are. Brad, I'm thinking to myself, like, people that are going to be interested in picking this up, they're going to be wanting to find ways of, or at least I am, finding ways to make money with this kind of a technology. You and I chatted before about one way that had come across to you about monetizing this kind of a technology. How can people make money with this?
So I posted the Instahook Virtual Studios on my Facebook page just to see kind of a reaction that people would have to it and see what they thought about it, just to my friends and family. And my dad is actually an online sales manager for a big chain of car dealerships. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he messaged me right away, and he's super stoked on it. He lives in Montana, and they're kind of like slow on video and stuff over there. They don't really know too much in the way of like, they're in Montana, you know, they're like hunters, and they have to worry about grizzly bears and stuff like that. So they're not really up to date on technology. And my dad's the one that's kind of like showing them the way as far as online marketing and sales goes. And he contacted me saying, Brad, like, how do we get a virtual studio for the car dealership to where I can have the Ford or Lincoln logo in the top, and have a nice screen in the background, and maybe have it to where there's a nice plain foreground to where I can stand in the foreground of the video, talk about the different car models that are coming out, and then have a B-roll of the car driving and stuff playing in the background. And so I was basically telling him about what I can do for him, and he was saying we'd be willing to pay $1,000, $1,500 for something like that, easy. So
it's not just internet marketers that are looking to use this kind of stuff. This is, if you can step out, and I always tell my audience this, that if you can take what you learn in our little world here of internet marketing, where we're talking about building lists and squeeze pages and all this like technological stuff, if you can take that and you can bring it to offline businesses, bring it to Montana, then you can become I always say a wizard of having these skills that these people have no idea how to do. I always think of my dad, who is a real estate agent, and he's always talking about how he wants to get more traffic to his site and how he has no idea how to do Facebook pages or email lists or whatever. So perfect example of being able to take it out there. And if you can do that, like Brad, if you can do that one time and get that for him, other people are going to see it. They're going to ask who did it. Other businesses are going to want it. It can really move on into other things over time.
Yeah, imagine real estate agents being able to have a small little green backdrop in their office, and they have maybe they pay someone or they go out themselves and film some quick video of their different house listings, and then they come back to the studio and they're talking about these different listings, and they've got all the pictures and the videos playing in the background. You know, it's super valuable for the local market as well.
They could have someone else, like maybe they're really busy. They pay some kid to go out there and go around the house and kind of do a video of it, and then they can do their job from their office and be able to give that tour without having to go there. I mean, that's going to save them a lot of time, and their time is money as well with that. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So as far as everything that's included inside this product, we've kind of touched on it so far, but can you kind of go over again what people are going to get inside, what they're going to learn about inside of this?
Yeah, so obviously the main product is the virtual studios. You get over 100 different virtual studios. There's a bunch of other ones. I actually have an art gallery series that I put inside there that have, it looks like you're in an art gallery with my photography on the backgrounds and stuff. So people that want just a nice, mellow, clean background that's kind of fancier looking, those are going to be great for you. But yeah, over 100 virtual studio sets. And then also included in that front-end product, you're going to get a full set of tutorial videos. So I show you how to, basically all the websites that you need to go to if you don't have any type of green screen setup. I show you where to get the most cost-effective options. And then I show you how to actually set up the green screen, how to make it to where there's no wrinkles. Basically, the part you want to focus on with green screen video is you need to get the green background looking all the same color. So I show you how to angle the lights and get rid of wrinkles and stuff like that to where you're going to get the best results when you actually film the video. Mm-hmm. I then go into showing you how to set up the lights. There's certain rules to lighting to where if you don't do it right, then you might get some funky results to where it doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look like you're actually in that studio. It looks more like you're standing up against a screen, you know? It looks like you're actually filming against a green screen. And then I go into showing you how to film your video with different camera options. So I show you how to get better results using smartphones, point and shoot cameras, all the way up to professional DSLR cameras. And all the different camera settings you need to make it look really good and professional. And then I think one of the most important parts is the video editing. I show you how to do the video editing using different softwares like Camtasia Studio, iMovie, Adobe Premiere, Video Motion Pro, and I'm going to try and be adding more different editing softwares to that list later on to where you don't have to go out and buy some software that you don't have, you know.
Cool. And I know you've got a cool bonus in there as well, Video Profits Pro.
Yeah, I got Video Profits Pro in there, which is my full access course that I launched a while back, and it shows how I've been able to build such successful YouTube channels. So I've got a fitness channel that has over 55,000 subscribers, and it's up to, I think last time I checked, it's like 15 million views or something on that one on my fitness channel. And then I also have a photography channel that has 24,000 subscribers, and that one's got over 5 million views. So I show you how to really grow an audience and more importantly, how to drag the traffic from YouTube onto your own source. You need to start building your email list. So I show you how to build your email list with traffic sources like YouTube. And you can take this and put it into basically any other traffic source. It's all about owning your traffic. You want to own your traffic. That way you can build a relationship with them. And that's kind of what the course is all about, is really gaining traffic and a good following from YouTube.
I think that course right there is worth the price tag on this. I've looked at that one. That's one that we've previously talked about. Definitely a high value bonus there. Okay, so that's the front end product that people are going to see on the sales page. One-time offers. What's going to be in the sales funnel?
So, OTO number one is going to be Instahook video backgrounds. So I've spent a lot of time out in the field in beautiful places getting really amazing royalty-free stock video to use in situations like this for people who want to use it in green screen studios, or they just need some nice B-roll for their real estate videos or any other type of videos. I've put together a package of my stock videos that there's over 100 stock videos in there of everything from beaches to cities. There's a lot of time-lapse videos in there, which are really eye-catching and engaging. So That's basically where you film a video where you take a bunch of photos 2 or 5 seconds apart from each other. So then when you watch it back, everything's moving really fast. So you've got clouds moving fast and cars moving fast. And so those are really going to catch people's eyes if you grab that OTO #1. And like I said, you've got over 100 videos. I normally charge 100 for full HD video and $200 for 4K video. So it's going to be much cheaper than that. I believe it was under $50 for the OTO #1.
If you guys go out there and you try to buy some of these just one by one, you're going to pay anywhere, I don't know, on the cheapest side, maybe you could pay $15. I don't even know. Like that might be like for dirt cheap, but I think normally you're going to pay anywhere from $50 to, like you said, like $200 for this kind of photography.
And that's just one.
And that's just for one.
So
yeah.
So that's kind of the no-brainer deal. Everyone loves the stock video backgrounds. They're really stoked on them. So that's OTO #1. I'm really excited actually about the second one-time offer. It's information product funnel blueprint, and I'm actually opening up my business and showing people how I was able to do over $20,000 in 10 days on the Video Profits launch. And so I actually show the whole entire sales funnel. I show them how to build an automated system to where you actually increase your numbers. And I show them some really important business rules that can triple your sales just by making your numbers work for you. So, you know, a lot of people are focused on traffic, but when we first start out, we always hear, okay, you need a website and you need traffic. And no one focuses on conversions or their offers or really the stuff that's important to where you send people to your website and it actually converts. And so I really focus on teaching people the stuff that they need to know that no one is really teaching, or not too many people are teaching. I know you teach it in your course. You have one of the best affiliate marketing courses I've ever seen.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
But yeah, no problem. But yeah, it's basically, I just opened up my business and I really want to help people get a kickstart on this whole thing because it's confusing.
No, it's always nice learning from someone who's actually gone through it and done it, not someone that's teaching from a theoretical standpoint there. And I know you've got one last one here that I know that people specifically that are interested in the first one-time offer probably going to be interested in this as well.
Yeah, so the last OTO is a monthly club. It's a video club, and you get 20 new, fresh stock videos every month. And these are videos that are like my top picks. These are the videos that I go out to different areas. I try and find really, really beautiful areas to film these videos, and I pick out the top 20 for that month, and I put them in the members area for you guys to use. And you can download them as many times as you want. You can use them in your own projects, your commercial projects for clients. All I ask is that you don't go and post them on another stock site to try and sell them yourselves.
You can use them. You can use them in the production that you have, and you can create a video and you can sell the video with it inside of it, but don't go out and sell the stock footage to someone else to use in their
Don't download my video and then upload it to a stock video site. That's all I ask.
I think that's fair enough. And the price tag on this is ridiculous, Brad. I would tell you that it's too cheap. Maybe it is too cheap, but yeah, definitely, guys. These are products I've interviewed Brad about before. We just did an interview about his video backgrounds. Really well done. Yeah, good job with that. It's
Thank you.
Excellent product there. Brad, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, any tips and tricks about using green screens, anything that you wanted to leave us with before we wrap it up?
I do actually. I think there's so many different tools for video out here these days that I think people get so caught up in the tools themselves and forget about the content that they're putting out there. And I think the most important part about building a loyal following and actually converting these prospects or viewers into customers is just being realistic with them. Be your own person and provide value. You know, you're not going to get too many people wanting to buy from you if you don't give them a few nuggets right off the bat in the video. You need to really show that you are an authority in your niche and then offer them more. And that's where you sell them products and send them to affiliate offers to make money. You need to first give before you receive. And that's kind of my main rule that I've followed for a long time. And as soon as I started doing that and stopped worrying about trying to sell people stuff, I started seeing a lot more success for myself. So I wanted to give you guys that tip.
And I totally agree with you. And I think with this kind of a product using green screens, what that can do is that can get people's attention and bring them in so that they can actually hear the value in the message that you have. So you might have the most valuable message in the world, and you might be giving them the secret to the meaning of life. But if you're not able to get them to watch your videos, let's say you're putting these on a sales page or you're putting them on YouTube, you want to get people's attention. And let's face it, people, they like shiny objects. They like to see something that is that has that perceived value of being higher quality. When they see the green screens, they think, okay, this guy is a professional. They think this guy or girl is a person that is doing well, is successful, is putting the time into their business to make it a little bit more snazzy here. So get them in and then deliver that value to them.
Exactly. It's like fishing. You got to have a nice shiny fishing lure to attract the fish, and then once you get them, you need to know what you're doing to keep them on that line and draw them all the way into the boat to make the sale, you know?
No, definitely. You can have the best lure in the world, but the hook sucks, then you're not going to be able to pull them in. Brad,
Exactly.
Again, thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck with your launch.
It's always good being on the show, Mike. Thanks, man.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Brad. If you are interested in picking up Instahook Virtual Studios, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday, June 15th. You'll be able to grab it at the lowest price along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.